Rumble. First of the day, set. Racing. Warringah Star gets a okay up with the early play. There is Mick Jobson, and behind runners there we go to Jack McCoy whipping round the outside as Ginger Fantasy. Favourite Nangar Star has been dropped to last. Wow. Off the top they come. Jack McCoy, Warringah Star and Ginger Fantasy. Along the rail there comes Nangar Star at them late, but up they come still kicking. Jack McCoy will get home. Jack McCoy, Ginger Fantasy, Nangar Star unlucky, Mick Jobson. Then we get back the inside Forder's Flyer. They're followed back there by Warringah Star, Murniong Girl and Nippo. You're last. Putting a couple together. Here's Young Jack. We'll get home here at a 21 and 52. We'll beat the 8, so that being Ginger Fantasy, the 4, and then we go the way of the 3, 14 and 83. That must have read in 6 and 69. Racing, Bitterleg gets away okay with Miss Bunnythorpe and Go and Win with a play, and behind runners jump on it, followed there by El Sambo, a length or two back there is Global Conquest. Oh, Bitterleg's got the shuffles, and towards the tail of the field, Highway Hound and Zoe's Funk on the corner, stretching. Go and Win will get there, starts to stretch down the outside, comes jump on it, Go and Win, jump on it, and El Sambo, Go and Win, jump on it, El Sambo. Then we go there now to Global Conquest, followed back there by Highway Hound, Miss Bunnythorpe, Zoe's Funk, and last of all, Bitterleg. You're the same one we saw last week. You run last, went up with the lids a bit, Bitterleg, but then drove up and then just didn't really kick going into the first bend. Or I might have just checked off the white, but gee, the kid will make it home, so that'll keep Clark smiling. Go and Win. Good finish. Ready to go the third of the day. And it comes off. Slow away there would have been Irish Blue and Crackles Appeal. Early speed the inside. Lucario bound straight to the lead. There's one up on the outside just fighting that. That's Calamity Free. Followed back there by Umungarama. Then we go Mr. Mumbles. Miyazora towards the tail of the field. There's Speed Lord, Irish Blue, Crackles Appeal. Up they come diving the inside Umungarama, but Lucario finds more. Lucario, Umungarama. Then we go Speed Lord and Mr. Mumbles. They're followed back there now by Irish Blue. Further back there would have been Calamity Free. And towards the tail of the field there, Crackles Appeal back there with Miyazora. Didn't kick home. The Red Rug will get home here. One to beat the 4, the 3, and a 21 and 42 goes at the 1, 4, 3 and 2. Around it comes, little Rapidi. And we're off. A good line out by there. Trinity Flight shows up with O'Powerloy down on the wider. There we go to Corborn Gill. The inside of that runner there is Who Rocks, Lockett, and Eddie is followed back there now by Feral Helen. And last of all, they're Found Roman. Off the top, they come round the outside. Who Rocks lines them up and races a paint. Down the outside of runners there now is Lockett and Eddie. Who Rocks and Lockett and Eddie tight. Lenny Mack was there kicking the inside. Feral Helen. They're followed back there now by O'Powerloy. Corborn Gill didn't do a hell of a lot. Trinity Flight and Found Roman. Who Rocks. Coming off the white, zoomed around the outside of them. Found the rail. Was down on the paint in the early rush. Had to get out wide, swinging in to go round a couple of them there. The O'Powerloy and also Trinity Flight. But we'll get home. Ready. racing. Getting away pretty well, middle of the pack there was Illicit Twist. Out wider still, there we go, Two Teagues hunting the rail there nicely as Jazz Boy Jack desperately handy back there. Blue Bloomers and Black Dude is followed towards the tail of the field. Lakerville, Thrilling Evie, plenty to do, and right off the track there, Blue Bloomers. Off the top they come and Jazz finds the lead. It's Jack's lead away by 3 or 4. Trying to kick into the race there now is Lakerville, making a good job of it too. Inside is Illicit Twist. Black Dude is followed back there now by Thrilling Evie and Teagues, and last of all there is the Blue Bloomers. Up they come and Jazz Boy Jack, you're away, easy. Second across, how do we got to go here? We'll go the way of Black Dude, Illicit Twist, Lakerville run out of steam. Then we get back there to Teagues, and also back there would have been Blue Bloomers there on crossing. But you'll find the winner will be the Red. Jumped pretty well today, up third from when they went past the first time. Galloped away down the back and has done the job very, very nicely here in race number 5 on the card. Lakerville got the stitch, getting over the top. Who do we have there? The Blue Rug was hitting it strongly, Black Dude. So it might be the 1-2 for the boys it is. 1, 4, 2 and 5. 1, 4, 2 and 5. It's 4:57. We're off. Stride slow there, Corborn, Clay, good early rush. We've got Shadow Nerf, Miss Vodka, and out wide of the track there goes Tyrion, whip straight round the outside. That's followed back there now by Dylan Zavellin. Off the track is Jetson Lord John. The inside of runners there is Miss Vodka, followed there by Ample Mansion. Taylor's there now, Corborn, Clay, Winsome Dan. Off the top they come, Tyrion stretching Dylan Zavellin late. Tyrion's got the handy break. Dylan Zavellin tries, Tyrion, Dylan Zavellin. Then we go the way here now of Shadow Nerf, followed there by Jetson Lord John. Up there too is Miss Vodka. That's been followed back there by towards the tail of the field. They're getting off the track there. Would have been that was a Blue Rug. Ample Mansion was dropping towards the tail of the field and the run to the wire, and Corborn Clay didn't hit out that well either with Winsome Dan. But the 7 will beat the 6 and the 2 here. Tyrion, Dylan Zavillin, Chateau Nerf, and Jetson Lord John was the other one out there. Off. My Fantasy hasn't got the early foot today. Up wide of there, Forever Iris and Pirate Law. There's My Fantasy now hunting the rail in behind runners. There we go, 2 even 7. Cookie Monster not far away. A length back there now is what that does towards the tail of the field. Matalino Twist, and last of all Spinel. Off the top they come. My Fantasy out a little wide, pushing the insiders. Pirate Law might have the last look. Up they come. My Fantasy, Pirate Law hunts along the inside. My Fantasy just finds enough from Pirate Law, Forever Iris. Then we get back then out of what that does. Followed home here now by Cookie Monster towards the tail. Matalino Twist followed there by even 7 and Spinel. Had to work and had to work hard. 25 and 95 there compared with the 59 here last week. Will beat the 7. Then we go the way of the 6 and the 4. 1, 7, 6 and 4. 5.92. Mr. Mid running 6 and 92. Gee, it had to work. Good run here from a Pirate Law. 5.92, 1903. Running 6 and 92. Rapidly rolling. The 8th of the line. Off a slow way there would have been Jetson Storm and Rocket Ship Mac. Early speed. Crackett finds the lead out wide. There we go to making a paw, giving plenty of lift out on the inside of runners. There is Vintage Osty. Rocket Ship Mac's made up ground. Further back there, P-Knuckle followed by Jetson Storm. Out the back there is Uncle Robbie and also Corborn Douse. We've got a race on, driving up between them. Crackett still there, holds Crackett. I don't know. Then we go the way here of Rocket Ship Mac, Making Your Paw, and Vintage Osty. What a hell of a lineup. Further back on crossing was towards the tail of the field. We would have had P-Knuckle was kicking. Then we get back there now to Corborn Doust, and Uncle Romilly never really got into the race at all. Gee, good finish here. There was 4 of them across the track. And the 8 would get them right down the outside. Well, big run. Right over the top here. Here, lunges and grabs. Number 8. will beat the 3, the 7 and the 5. 8, 3, 7 and 5 here. Set. Off for Thrilling Logan, fair early speed going the way here of Call Me Blue. Out wide of the track there now is Solarian, followed down on the inside of runners there by Halo Star. Thrilling Logan a length or two back there now is Opawa Pearl. Nick a Century off the track a bit and dropping towards the tail of the field. Corborn, Nasser and Lagoon Mac. Up they come, what a race. Out wide of here Solarian's kicked the inside though. Thrilling Logan, Solarian. Then we go the way here now of Call Me Blue, Halo Star, Opawa Pearl. That's been followed towards the tail of the field here now by Corborn, Sarah back there at Lagoon Mac and Nick a Century. I'll just keep running the inside and we'll get you home. The Red Rug will beat the 8 in a 21 and 44. The 4 was next to greet then the 6. So 184 and 6, 21 and 44. 1469, 6 and 75. Round it comes. We're off. Good early line. Coming out of the middle of the pack is Big Jamesy down on the inside of runners. There we go to a Tongaria. Whipping round the outside is Von Trapp back in about fourth posse is Stylish Fancy. That's followed back there now by Miss Valicette. A good return back there and also out the back there Rhoda Vegas, Rat Explosivosity. Railing in a Tongaria down on the inside. I'll grab them all. A Tongaria, Von Trapp, Big Jamesy. Then we've got another line up here. Stylish Fancy, Miss Valicette, Rhoda Vegas, Rat. And towards the tail of the field there, good return. And back there too, Explosivosity didn't kick home. Number 2, Tongaria. Loves at the inside to beat the 8 and the 4. And then we go the way of the 7, 2847. Good run, 21 and 19, 1443. And running 6 and 76. Meadow from the inside. Off. Gets away fairly, showing a bit of early speed out wide. There is Ralfonso up with the play. Also is Big Time Dasher. Cometto right there too. We go to Opawa Spice. Whipping round the outside. There is Gumbalanya. Followed towards the tail of the field. Lochinvar, Maui, Corborn, Gracie back there too with Cold Turkey. Off the top they come. Ralfonso. Cometto hugs the pate and starts to drag. In behind there we go. Opawa Spice and Gumbalanya. Up they come. Ralfonso holds from Cometto. Then we go Opawa Spice. So they're followed back there now by Gumbalanya. Corborn, Gracie, Lochinvar, Maui was in that pack. Cold Turkey back there and Big Time Dasher. Just kept running the blue. Will beat Cometto, 4 over the 1. The 2 and the 7, 25 and 72. Running 7:03, first splits 5:78, 18 and 69. Margins in a moment. Ready? Off. Good early line, showing a bit of early speed out wide. There is Corborn, Matty down on the inside of runners is Jesse Pinkman, Talkin' Fancy off the track a little. We go to Rockin' Fancy, followed back there by Thrilling Style. A length or two back there, Opawa Sam, Thrilling Carter got here. Off the top they come, Corborn, Matty, stalking, Talkin' Fancy on the quarter and out wide of the track. There we go to Jesse Pinkman. Down the inside there, Corborn, Matty fights. Will he hold? Yep, or Jesse Pinkman late might have grabbed them all. Corborn, Matty up there too would have been Talkin' Fancy, followed back there now by Opawa Sam. Further back there, Thrilling Carter, back there, Rockin' Fancy, and towards the tail, got here and Thrilling Style. Dead set close. Jesse Pinkman lunged. Corborn, Matty had him, and I think Jesse Pinkman might grab it. It does. 4 over the 7. Then we go the way of the 6 and the 1. 4, 7, 6 and 1, 25 and 76, 576, 18 and 72. 7:04, the splits in the last of the day.